welcome to another episode of Ask an Assistant, the podcast for executive assistants and the people that love us. I'm your host, Jess Lindgren. Let's get to work. Esteemed colleagues, hello. I am coming to you live late on a Wednesday night / early Thursday morning from Orlando, Florida, where I am just now finally starting to feel like a human being again, 3 days after the conclusion of a very intense but very fulfilling work event. Derailing things for a minute, today is Juneteenth for at least a few more hours, depending on where you are physically located in the world. Please, I really encourage you to spend some time between now and every Juneteenth hereafter. So this is not a one-time homework assignment. This is not 1 year's worth of homework. This is an ongoing, lifelong commitment to homework. Learn about the history of the day. Over the next year and the rest of your days, some folks that you could learn from include, but certainly are not limited to, Erica Hart, Brittany Packnett-Cunningham, Danielle Koch-Balfour, Opal Lee, and the team at Anti-Racism Daily. I invite you to enroll in Freedom School, which is newly launched from Danielle Koch-Balfour. She is more potentially commonly known as Oh Happy Danny on Instagram. I would encourage you to set up a monthly subscription to Anti-Racism Daily, something that I have been doing for a few years now. Donate to the Free Root organization, Opal Lee's organization, or any number of folks that are listed in Erica Hart's mutual aid posts. You can find those somewhat regularly if you follow her on Instagram. Make sure that you are scrolling down in the comments. Don't just give to the folks whose comments rise to the top. Dig through, not everybody sees those posts right away. Even take a look at those posts a couple of days after she posts them and dig to the bottom of those comments and send some money to folks. Mutual aid has an immediate and absolutely profound effect in your community, and I really invite you to seek out individuals and organizations that need help. Please, if you have the means, integrate a mutual aid practice into your life on a regular basis. Give money unconditionally to the people and places that need it, and know that they will put the money to good use however they see fit. Links to all people and resources that I have mentioned will be linked in the show notes. So, all that said, happy Juneteenth to those that observe. I am committed to a lifelong learning for myself and hopefully sharing some of that learning with others. Hopefully this episode inspires you to learn a little bit. And as a white person myself, and potentially some of you listening are white people as well, take up the responsibility of observing Juneteenth as a white person and engage in mutual aid, wealth redistribution, and I'd love to chat. Podcasting is a famously one-way medium, but I always welcome your comments, questions, thoughts, concerns at askanassistant.com. But back to why I'm coming to you late on a Wednesday night. My executive and I, with the backing of our absolutely amazing production team and support staff, we ran an extremely successful event this past weekend, but he and I worked 4 20-hour days to make it happen, in addition to the last year of regular planning meetings, content development, RFPs, coordination with so many internal and external teams and vendors and creators and everybody else who made it happen. I am just now, 3 days after the fact, starting to feel closer to myself again. This event is hands down the best work that my executive and I have done together in our 10 years of working together. But it is a very, very, physically and emotionally draining experience. We learned an extremely important lesson following last year's inaugural event, that we cannot, under any circumstances, fly home on Monday when the event concludes on Sunday. Travel days are challenging enough when you are feeling in the best of shape. But after executing 2 weeks worth of work in the span of 4 days, travel is absolutely off the table. My exec flew home yesterday. I had plans to spend the week following our event here in Florida with a friend. Those plans did unfortunately get derailed when said friend had an unexpected home emergency pop up. Much as I am so glad that they were home to handle that emergency, I miss them so much, but I have taken the extra time, turned it into a little bit of a self-care retreat, spending hours in the hot tub here at the hotel, sleeping in, eating healthy food, working out, trying to find my routine and baseline again. It's a year worth of planning that all culminates in the span of 4 really intense days, and I am in my 40s. I really wish I would have been doing work like this in my 20s, but I am in my 40s. So very grateful for the luxury of being able to take some time off following the event. Very grateful to have a space to decompress, be by myself, away from home, away from cats that walk on my belly at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's been really grand, but I'm very much looking forward to getting home and seeing my family. I miss them very much, but just having the time to not worry about anything other than myself for a few days has been so wonderful. And I can't wait to do it again. We will be doing the event twice next year, East Coast and West Coast, in June and October of 2025, and making plans for that. I would love to do some more in-depth debriefing on specific subjects relating to large-scale event production in future episodes. Please don't hesitate to drop me a line at askanassistant.com to let me know what you want to hear more about when you're running a community/fan event for 3,000 plus people. I'm looking forward to getting exact attendance numbers from our production staff, but we were somewhere in the 3,000 to 3,500 number. And if you know anything about the work that my executive and I do, we love a white glove experience. We love shock and delight. We love just making people feel really special. And when it's one person up on stage, one person behind the scenes supporting them, making that experience so special, it's a lot. One or two people to 3,000 plus is a very interesting calculus. So I'd love to know what you want to hear more about. Obviously, I have some ideas in terms of like meet and greets, content production, scheduling. I've learned a lot over my 10 years working with my executive about storytelling and making special experiences for community and swag and merch and stage programming and event flow and so many things. So drop me a note, askanassistant.com. Let me know what you want to hear more about. And until next week, take care.